Brandy, Sean, are you ready for the reveal?
Wow.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Wow, Christopher.
I like the wallpaper.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Christopher. I'm Christopher Griffin, aka Plant Queen. I'm a houseplant expert with over 200 green girls, and I've got one afternoon to help Brandy and Sean transform their mudroom into a lush indoor jungle. Are you Brandy and Sean?
Yes. I'm Brandy, this is my husband Sean, and this is our mudroom. I've always wanted to turn this space into a spot for our growing plant collection. I feel like it has a ton of potential, but I don't really know where to start.
Amazing.
Come on in.
Oh, well, thank you.
So, this is our mudroom.
Ooh la la. Oh, I love this space. It's so cute. Tell me a little bit about the room, how you use it, what's working, what's not.
Well, we definitely still need it to function as a mudroom. We still need ample space for the little ones to come get their shoes on and off. But at the same time, it kind of feels like a waste of space and that we can do more. Would love to be able to bring some outside inside and really make it feel lush in here.
And Sean, how about you? What are you hoping to learn from this experience?
Honestly, to keep my plants alive. So coming from the city, you know, I want to make it feel like a jungle, honestly. My mom, she's from the island, so it was just cool to keep this going. And I heard you're the guy, and I just want to make sure I can keep these plants alive.
Oh, well, darling, I am the queen for the job. Brandy, Sean, are y'all ready?
Super excited.
Let's
It's
do
gonna
it.
be a transformation. I have a lot of work to do, but honey, this space shall be green when I'm done with it.
All right.
Let's
All
go.
right.
I'm excited.
Now, in the case of Brandy and Sean's mudroom, this is the first wall that you see when you walk in. So darling, we are gonna make sure that folks know that they're stepping into a little jungle. I am a queen that loves some patterns, all right? And so the first thing that we're gonna do with this space is add a lovely accent wall to bring some energy, life, and some pizzazz to the room, okay, honey? So along with this wallpaper, we are going to be installing some shelves to add some plants to the scene. One of the fabulous things about this particular wallpaper is the colors are muted that allows the plant to stand out. So it's the perfect combination of patterns, life, and energy while not outshining the lusciousness of our green girls. So the first thing that I like to do before greening up any space is doing an environmental assessment. Now, an environmental assessment includes three components. You're looking at the direction of the windows for sunlight, temperature, and humidity levels. It's really easy to figure out the direction of your windows. You can just whip out the compass app on your phone, point it in the direction of the windows, and it'll let you know if it's north, east, west, or south facing. Now, in Brandy and Sean's case, they have windows that are facing northeast, which means they're not going to get a lot of direct sunlight, but they're going to have a lot of ambient light, especially in the morning hours. And north-facing windows, even though they have a bad rep, you can work with those with that ambient light as long as you match the windows and that north-facing sunlight to plants that can tolerate lower light conditions. That includes the ZZ plant, the snake plant, the golden pothos, the satin pothos. So we're gonna pop them up on that wall and get that accent wall serving in all its lusciousness, darling. So when it comes to temperature and humidity levels, their average humidity levels were around 35%. We're going to try to get that up a little bit higher, getting it to about 45 to 55% humidity. And in regards to temperature, we want to get that up a little bit more, above 70 degrees, so that we can mimic that natural habitat that our green girls thrive in. With this mudroom, Sean and Brandy really want to make sure that they optimize the floor space so that their little ones can run around, change their shoes. So what are we going to do? Darling, we're going to go vertical. We're going to utilize those walls, and the first thing that we're going to do is install some wally grows. Now, when you're mounting any planter onto a wall, you want to make sure that that planter is secure. So that's either making sure that you're driving the nail into a stud, get you a stud finder, darling, or you have a drywall anchor to ensure that that planter is not going anywhere when you water that queen and the planter gets a little heavier. So while Monica and Paul are working in the mudroom, I'm going to be getting our green girls ready in their new home. So we're going to have this lovely pothos, and the reason that we're going with the pothos for the mudroom is that it is very forgiving when it comes to lower light conditions. So the first thing that we want to do is get her out of this nursery pot. It is not meant to be a permanent home for this green girl. They're often jam-packed into these nursery pots. We want to make sure that we're giving her all the room that she needs to grow, thrive, and spread those luscious roots. And I think she's ready to come out. I'm coming out, hey. All right, and then what you wanna do is you wanna massage this old soil, and this may take some time, but enjoy the process, honey. Let your hands get dirty. And now you can see, look at those roots, so healthy, so wonderful, and so crucial to the growth of our green girl. I'm gonna take our lovely Wally Grow, and I just want to create a bed of soil as a little foundation at the bottom of the planter. I love, love, love Wally Grows because they're sustainable, made from 100% recycled plastic, and they're engineered in a way that allows for the soil to be aerated and reduces the chances of overwatering. Let's place her in there. Ooh, look at that, honey. So what I'm gonna do is now take some of this delicious soil and I'm gonna begin to cover her roots. Just gently press down, making sure she's nice and secure in her new little home. So you wanna water this planter from the back, and the water will slowly release itself into the soil. By the time the water reaches the front, it will diffuse and will not leak out of the planter. Just a little vine adjustment to make sure that she's looking good to go. And there you go, darling. You have successfully repotted your green girl into her new home. This particular green girl may not be as long, but we want to make sure that we're giving our green girls some room to grow. Now, Brandy and Sean could leave these leaves and let them hang, or they could allow them to trail up. Either way, it's going to serve those luscious looks, honey. So if you remember when we did the environmental assessment in Brandy and Sean's mudroom, we noticed that the windows are facing northeast, which means that they're not getting a lot of bright, direct light. In order to bring some more sunshine into the space, darling, we've taken down those blinds and added some sheer curtain that is gonna liven up the space and bring in that delicious sunshine that our green girls love and deserve. And to supplement those spaces that may not necessarily have a lot of light exposure, we're adding some LED grow lights. They're very adjustable and you can clip them on to pretty much anything, allowing you to move them around the space and give your green girls the light they need depending on where they are in the room. We have some LED purple, red, and blue grow light. Red lights are great for flowering, and violet and blue are great for that foliage growth. Brandy and Sean wanted to make sure that they had a little propagation situation happening in their mudroom. So I'm a queen that listens, okay? Now, propagation is basically when you're taking a mother plant and you are taking a cutting and you're gonna grow a whole new other plant. It's a wonderful, cost-efficient way to green up your space with the green girls you already have, darling. So what do you need? We have a cute little propagation station right here. We have a pothos that is one of my favorite green girls to propagate because it's so easy to propagate. You also want to make sure you get yourself a handy dandy pair of shears, okay? And then you want to make sure that you have some fresh water. What you're looking for on the plant is a plant node. A plant node is what's going to eventually turn into a root system that allows that plant to self-sustain itself. So what you're going to do is cut 1/2 inch below the node. Bam! bam, right there. Now, what I typically do is that I'll remove the leaf closest to the node that I want to make sure is submerged in water. Because we want to make sure that we allow this node the room to grow in all its lusciousness, darling. Now, you don't want this water to be too hot or too cold. You want it to be a nice tepid room temperature because you don't want to put this vine into any more shock than it's going through already. And then boop, eventually these roots are going to grow to about 2, 3, 4 inches. You can then place that vine into some potting soil and look what you just did. At no cost to yourself, you just created yourself a new green girl to add to your collection, honey. When we did the environmental assessment in the mudroom, we noticed that the humidity levels were really, really low. We need to make sure that those humidity levels are 45 to 50%. The humidifier is going to be a lovely addition to the mudroom because it's going to add the humidity that our green girls love and enjoy, mimicking the natural habitat that our green girls come from. Most of the plants that we bring into our homes are tropical plants, which means they enjoy that sultry scene, honey. A lovely staghorn, one of my favorite ferns, and is one of the hardier ferns that I can actually care for. So I'm quite sure Brandy and Sean ain't gonna have no issue making sure this green girl thrives. We're gonna place this lovely, lovely snake plant, one of my favorite snake plants. I have about 5 of them in my humble abode. I'm gonna add this right here in this little corner for a little floor decor. And honey, she's looking lush. Brandy, Sean, are you ready for the reveal?
Wow.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Wow, Christopher.
I like the wallpaper.
I love it. I actually want to hang out here instead of just take off my shoes.
So some of the things that I really, really love about this room is the color scheme. The gold trimmings of like the curtain rods, the mirror, the shelf, and it fits in with the side table that y'all have in this space, as well as the selection of green girls in the space. So I know that we've changed a lot in this room.
It's a lot.
But do not fret. We have provided you with all the tools you need for success to make sure your green girls are growing and thriving.
So
What more could we ask for?
We have your humidifier, we have some gardening tools, including the shears, we have some gloves, we have a little gardening apron so you don't get your outfit dirty. All right, gotta stay fresh and clean.
I actually think I'm most excited about the wall planters. Like, I don't think I can mess that one up. Sean's the real plant dad here, but I think I can manage those guys. I also love the gold and green color scheme. It just feels more refined. I'm so happy it feels finished. And this feels like a place I might want to take a phone call or read a book instead of just going in and out of with my shoes.
Yeah, I like the fact that you guys listened to what we said. So I love the chair, love the shoe rack, I love all the tools. That's pretty much, I'm gonna get my hands dirty, so it's pretty awesome. And all the plant selection, you know, these are plants that I've researched, but now I have the means to take care of them and actually grow them. So I'm excited, this is awesome.
Well, welcome to the jungle.
Thank you for taking out the time, this is awesome.
Bring it up.
Come on, John.